Hi, my name is Alison, and I'm the founder of HoneyBadgerRadio. A couple years ago, I attended the premiere of The Red Pill in New York. And while I was in New York, my husband and I went to visit the Statue of Liberty. On the way to Liberty Island, we were on a ferry, and we were overhearing a conversation between a girl and her mother. Apparently, the girl had just spent some time touring New York, and she said to her mother that all of the statues of the founding fathers, they were all boys who were the founding fathers. And she was looking at the Statue of Liberty, and she said, shouldn't the Statue of Liberty also be a boy? I don't remember what her mother said to her. I don't even know if her mother said anything. But that's a really good question. How is it that all the people who lay the foundation for liberty are men, but the largest statue in all of the world celebrating liberty has to have a female face? Once again, Google has chosen to show nothing on Men's Day on its main search page. It isn't even showing what it usually would show, which is some random, usually diversity-related celebration. It's not even showing, like, for example, International Toilet Day, which is also today. And I have to admit, it's quite a the person who decided to make International Toilets Day the same day as International Men's Day, that's some shitlordery right there. But still, Google doesn't even have International Toilet Day up, a celebration of International Toilet Day. It very specifically, very pointedly has nothing up, once again, as if to show to the world that it's very deliberately not putting anything up. It's avoiding putting something up. But despite the fact that Google has refused to acknowledge our day for men and toilets, the UN has spoken up to talk about the importance of toilets. So let's celebrate all of the things, the wonderful things that toilets bring to our life. But certainly not, at least not for the UN. There's no point to celebrating the men who build and install the toilets and build and install the sewer systems and keep them running, and who clean up the mess when the toilets stop working, or celebrate men for doing all of the dirty, dangerous, and unpleasant jobs in the world that keep our world running so that they can feed their families and help others. No, let's just celebrate toilets, but not the men who install them. Because we can't possibly give men a sense that they bring value to the world by existing in it. Of course, men can be blamed for everything wrong in the world. Flush all that shit down, men. Well, I'm actually sort of getting the whole tie between International Men's Day and International Toilet Day. Sort of getting the logic there. But could you imagine the outrage if they'd chosen International Women's Day to be the same day as International Toilet Day? Or Women's Day. Actually, is it a Women's Day anymore, or is it Women's Week? You know, Women's Month now, Women's Year, Women's all the way to the end of the human race time period. Because, you know, every day should be International Women's Day because every day is Men's Day, don't you know? The idea behind International Men's Day, at least the idea I hope is behind it, is to celebrate what men are and what they bring to the world by virtue of being men and nothing else. All their lives, boys get the message that they aren't wanted just as they are. They have to do this or that thing, take responsibility for women and girls, White Ribbon Campaign, be sports stars, be providers and protectors, be funny, be the life of the party. Look at those statues of men over there. Those men are wanted, but not you, not as you are. Look at those businessmen with their fancy cars and big houses. Those men are wanted, but not you. Look at that ladies' man. Look at all the attention he gets. He's wanted, but you're not. Don't get angry. Don't cry. Don't be anything. Don't be anything. All that matters is what you can do. And then we have the feminist message adding to the mess. Men can't be credited with all the good that they do, but they sure as hell can be blamed for all the bad. And if they do good, it's because they stole it from a woman. Well, I'm here to tell you something different. No belief system makes you a good man. Not communism, not capitalism, not socialism, not being a conservative or a liberal, not the right, not the left, not your religion, not your national identity, not your membership to the Book of the Month Club. And feminism sure as hell does not make you a good man. Ideologies do not make you good. They steal your self-worth and then ransom it back to you through service. You, as a man, are evolution's crowning achievement in kindness, generosity, altruism, cooperation, and creativity. That is what you are. Not what you do, what you are. As Tom Golden would say, quite simply, men are good. When men are bad, when they engage in antisocial violence, they are abnormal. They have suffered brain damage. This is what research shows. To blame the actions of damaged men on all men is wrong. To ignore how those men became damaged in the first place and then blame their damage on all men is malice. Most damaged and violent men were themselves abused. Even so, most abused men and boys do not go on to abuse, because men are so good, so innately good, that even when abused, only a fraction ever reflect that abuse back out at others. No matter what state you are in right now, even if you're homeless, jobless, in the bottom of a black pit of despair, unable to breathe or think, you feel like you've done nothing and you are nothing. You have a seed of goodness in you. No one gave it to you. You were born with it. No one can take it away from you. It's your birthright as a man. What you do with it is your choice. You owe no one nothing. You may have noticed that I've been scarce recently. The judgment in my court case against the Mary Sue and the Calgary Expo hit me a lot harder than I imagined it ever could. I've been spending the last few months trying to attend to my health and dealing with depression. I'm trying to build myself back up so that I am strong enough to carry what is, I now realize, is my new normal. It's one thing for a convention to break its side of its contract and evict me from its convention for the crime of advocating for men's issues. It's another to have a judge say that they were within their rights to violate my rights. It's not fun knowing communities you've been part of for years don't want you around. But to have your country say, yeah, we don't recognize your rights as a citizen. On some level you think, well, even if I'm not wanted socially, at least I'm a citizen, right? I belong to my country. Nope. I'm not telling you this because I want sympathy. I'm telling you this because I know what it's like not to be wanted. I see how much horrific rhetoric is directed at men, how petulant, ungracious, and hateful society has become, incapable of telling men they're wanted, not even for a single day. Well, I know those feels. I'm not wanted either. So for what it's worth, I see your worth. I see it so clearly. Men are good. Happy International Men's Day.